What's up YouTube? This is Groudon Empire and I am back for another episode of my Pokemon Sun and Moon Battle Spot Single Laddering Series. Today we are going to be using a fresh new team. If you are hyped, make sure to show the support and demolish that thumbs up like button down below. Let's try to break 50 likes for this episode. Remember, if you don't like this video, please click that dislike button so I know how everyone feels regarding these videos. And without further ado, I'm just going to start looking for an opponent. And earlier I was using this team. Let me talk about this team real quick while we're looking for an opponent. This has a Mega Slowbro, it has a Muk, a Alolan Muk. Alright, it's really good for Mega Gengar and stuff because it's dark typing and it's really specially bulky and it's also poison, so it can come in on Mega Gengar and do some fun stuff. I have a dual screening Tapu Koko. Alright, Tapu Koko is a really fast Pokemon. Alright, and what Tapu Koko can do is it can set up the screens, and then it has terrain boosted Thunderbolts, and with Dazzling Gleam it has really nice dual coverage. And it also has a good matchup, I feel, versus other screeners, especially Klefki, because Klefki can't Thunder Wave it, and Foul Play doesn't do anything, and that's mainly why I decided that I want a dual screening Tapu Koko, because I needed a way to set up screens, but at the same time deal with Klefki leads that also do screening. Even though we've only seen one like that so far. Still, or maybe I don't even know if I recorded my battle versus that, but it's still an issue in my opinion. If people used it more, I feel like that would become like the meta kind of thing. And Tapu Lele, Scarf Tapu Lele, very powerful Pokemon, terrain boosted Psychics with a base 130 special attack stat. Yeah, that's very powerful. Specs boosted does 50% damage to an Aegislash. Of everything out there. And we couldn't find an opponent. I'm still talking about the team, so you know what? It's fine. I'll just show you guys the struggle. The week one struggles when you're looking for opponents on Battle Spot. Single battle, at least you guys get to see some stuff, right? So back to that team, it does have the Tapu Lele, very, very powerful Pokemon, Scarf, and then the last two Pokemon are the main Pokemon. Kartana, I made this team because I wanted to really abuse Kartana. Kartana is a really powerful Pokemon, alright? It has the attack stat, basically with the Life Orb and Stab Leaf Blade. It does as much damage as a Mega Kangaskhan with Return. And I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the Gen 6, the pre-nerf to Parental Bond. I'm talking about that kind of damage. It is insane. And then with Beast Boost and Swords Dance, Kartana is a monster. That is why I have dual screening Tapu Koko as well, so I can get the screens, set up with Tapu Koko, set up with Kartana and just destroy lives with that thing. And then of course I have Xurkitree in the back, Stall Breaker Extraordinaire, Wall Breaker Extraordinaire. You don't even need speed, alright? Especially with Gliscor not around, you don't need speed. You set up a Tail Glow, maybe twice, and you just destroy everything with Thunderbolt. The only thing you hate are things that are immune to Thunderbolt. Then you have issues, unless they're not super effectively hit by Hidden Power Ice. I'd run Tail Glow, Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt, and Reflect. And I do have a Shuka Berry, so it's very interesting, people behind the screens, and then you have a Shuka Berry, Earthquake cannot destroy you, and if you ever get a free turn versus something else, you can set up a Reflect so people, again, they cannot destroy you. It's really cool. So I don't run 3 moves, I run 2 moves. And we're still not finding an opponent. We found an opponent earlier, I don't know what's happening right now, but I will pause it until we find an opponent since I have talked about our team already. And we finally find an opponent in the third time. Third time is a charm. Alright, so third time's a charm. Alright, so I'm going to just take a little snippet of their team and then we are going to start. So I do apologize if you guys didn't like the first 4 minutes, but again, I'm basically explaining the team. I get a chance while we're looking for opponents. It's really nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I see their team and then I feel like I've played them before. I don't know. Everyone uses Pheromosa and Mimikyu, so I don't know. But I haven't seen Talonflame. I think this is the second Talonflame I've seen, like in 50, 70 games. I've also played on Showdown, so that's like 100 or something now. I think Tapu Koko. Pheromosa destroys Tapu Koko, I think. I'm just gonna start off with the Tapu Lele. Wait, I don't want to do that. It's bad. I'm gonna start off with the Tapu Lele, and then I'm gonna go for the I hate this so much. I'm gonna start off with Tapu Koko. Start off with the Tapu Koko, and hopefully that Pheromosa does not annihilate us. If it does, I don't even know. I'm going to have Tapu Lele, and I'm going to have the Slowbro. I like how Slowbro deals with Talonflame, Metagross, and Garchomp. Tapu Lele can deal with Pheromosa, Kartana, and the Mimikyu. Hopefully. I'm really afraid. Really afraid. I feel like I picked the wrong 3 Pokemon. I feel like I picked the wrong 3 Pokemon. See, Kartana. Kartana does not like dealing with a lot of the Pokemon, so yeah, and yeah, that's alright. So I'm gonna go for the Reflect first turn. I feel like Thunderbolt 2-hit KOs Kartana, but then I get KO'd anyway if I don't use the Reflect. So I'm just gonna go for the Reflect, and then do I Light Screen up? Yeah, my opponent doesn't have any special attackers unless the whoa. What move is my opponent using? Is this Steel? Oh no, never mind. It's not a Steel type move, but still, yo, Z move on Kartana. I don't know. I don't know if we're living. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Never mind. We are alive. We are alive. All right. So I'm not gonna set up Light Screen, because I know how much of a problem Kartana is. I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, get as much damage off as possible. And then with the Tapu Lele... Wait, we just killed it? Oh my goodness, we got a critical hit? Yo, luck is amazing. I actually I recorded the game before this, but then I deleted it because I thought my microphone wasn't working. That was an amazing battle, and there was no hacks or anything in that battle. But you know, it is what it is. Alright, so my opponent can go for the Shadow Sneak, in which case I think it's smarter to go out into Tapu Lele. But then you can go for Shadow Claw, so I am just going to go for Thunderbolt, because I don't want to risk anything crazy happening to me. Alright, yeah, I didn't want to risk anything crazy happening to me. Maybe he's going to use Swords Dance and then, you know, destroy me later. That is fine. That is fine. I do have the Reflect up. But after Swords Dance, I think Tapu Lele dies as well. I think my opponent is going to use a Shadow Sneak now. So I can predict that, and then I can switch out. And so I will. Because why not? This is such a risky move that I'm doing right now, but I have to do it. I feel like I seriously just have to do it. Please use Shadow Sneak and fail. Use Shadow Sneak and fail. Awesome. Alright, so we read our opponent like a book. Nice. So, okay, Shadow Ball does 160 because of super effectiveness. Psychic does way too much damage. However, if you want to know just how much damage Psychic does, it does 90. It does 2.25 basically 100. It does much more than Shadow Ball, so I'm just going to go for the Psychic and hopefully destroy it. He can also switch out into the Metagross, but I do have the Slowbro for that. That does not KO. And I think we're dead. Yeah, we are dead right then and there. That is fine. I'm going to go on to Slowbro. He has a life orb. Yeah, Slowbro does not care. So I'm just going to go on to Slowbro. I am going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for the Recover. Should I risk that? How many turns do I have left? I do have a few turns, so I'm just going to go for the Mega Evolution and the Slack Off, and I feel like I'm good. Because he's going to die to Life Orb Recoil. There's really no point in me... I mean, he can go for the Swords Dance. If my opponent can do that, but I don't think that is, like... Yeah, so that's why I went for my Slack Off. You guys see how much damage that did. That did nothing. Man, Slowbro is so bulky, and Slowbro is so cute, man. I freaking love Slowbro. Alright, so we are in a fantastic position. If my opponent has the Pheromosa, I think we're gone. Pheromosa, we're gone. So, Garchomp, we are winners. Awesome, we are amazing. I love this. I love this so much. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam. I don't think it's gonna destroy it, but I mean, serious Crunch, it doesn't do anything. That's not gonna do anything. You guys saw how little. Wow, that did nothing. That actually did nothing. Because of Reflect, you know, Reflect and this, but even without the Reflect, I mean, that would have still did nothing. That was. Wow, that was that was hilarious. Alright, so that battle is out of the way. Awesome. So I want to try to look for 2 more battles in this episode. Remember, you know, if you want to leave any, you have any questions, you know, make sure to leave them down in the comment section down below. If you're enjoying this, you know, click that like button. And whatever you do before you exit out this tab, please leave your feedback. Whether it's a like or a dislike, I really want to know. Don't leave without clicking one of them. I really want to know if you liked it, if you didn't like it. And of course, you know, you can leave a comment saying why you didn't like it, why you do like the video. Any questions regarding sets, regarding my choices, regarding my opponent's stuff, what they're doing, any of that jazz. Any of the previous episodes, anything that might happen on the channel onwards, or anything along those lines. Let's really have a discussion going on in the comments down below. I really want to know what you guys have to think and what you guys have to say. And I will pause this until we find our next opponent while our points constantly raise. I freaking love that. And we finally find ourselves an opponent after what was like 1,000,000 years. And I will take a snippet of their team. And it's funny because I was... Anyhow, nothing's funny. So they have the Golisopod, I think it's pronounced Golisopod, like Goliath. So I'm gonna call it Golisopod. Golisopod. Okay, so Pheromosa. I do not have an answer for Pheromosa except for my Tapu Lele. At the same time, Magnezone is a problem. I have Hidden Power Ground on my Tapu Lele, not Hidden Power Fire. Never thought about Scissors. Oh man. Okay. Tapu Koko. I'm not sure. Poison Jab is gonna annihilate me. Pheromosa. I'm gonna start off with the Tapu Lele. And then I'm gonna have the Slowbro. And then I'm going to have Muk. This is an Alolan Muk and it has Minimize. It has Minimize. I know Minimize is it's something else. I don't want to make this a discussion about Minimize though. because of its luck-based aspect, maybe I can rely on that, hopefully, because this is a bad matchup for my team. My team cannot. The Pheromosa. See, when I built this team, I never thought about Pheromosa, right? But then I do have an offensive check for Pheromosa, right, in my Lele. But then there comes a problem. What if it's Sash? And another problem is, I mean, just Pheromosa's teammates. So really, Pheromosa and the right teammates are really troublesome for my team. So if I lose versus this, at least let me try to minimize with Muk and see if that works out. So right now I'm going to use Psychic. Psychic hits everything really hard, so I'm just going to go for the Psychic. Psychic, yeah. If he switches out into the Psychic type, I mean, my bad, sorry, the Steel type, so be it. Hopefully it KOs. That can also happen. My opponent is Focus Sash. So, and it will use Lunge. I think that is a dead Tapu Lele. Or not. Or not. Okay, it doesn't have Poison Jab. Alright, interesting. Psychic versus the Magnezone. Okay. That's an interesting option. I wish it just did slightly more. It would have been amazing. Okay, so I really like Tapu Lele. I love Tapu Lele for this game, so I'm just gonna switch out into my Muk. I am specially defensive, so I'm not. Here's the thing, Volt Switch into the Pheromosa and I can still, you know, I'll still end up getting destroyed. You know, that's the thing. That's why this Pheromosa team is such a bad matchup for my team. If Muk can come through with Minimize, then, you know, things will look better for us. But otherwise, I don't feel it. I don't feel it because again, this matchup is just, ugh. So the reason I have Minimize on Muk is because it's really specially bulky and it has really great typing. Poison and Dark, you only have one weakness, and yeah, I basically need Minimize to come through if I want to do anything worthwhile. I can go for the Payback right now. I can't go for another Minimize. I mean, I can, but like, I just want this, yeah, I want this Magnezone to be weakened, so at least Tapu Lele can just Psychic everything, you know what I mean? I at least want that to be the case. So, I can go for another Minimize, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just gonna go for another Payback. Because, yeah, if the Magnezone is gone, then I can see the other Pokemon my opponent might have if he doesn't go out into Pheromosa, and then I can just lock my Tapu Lele into a good move if Psychic is not the best move to lock it into. He does have the Garchomp. I'm loving my position right now because I can just spam Ice Beam with Slowbro and I win because I do have the awesome. So Minimize Muk coming through. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being an awesome sport, Muk. Unless it's a, yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. So it is going to destroy us. That is fine. That is fine. I needed that I needed Minimize if I had to stand a chance versus this. Alternatively, could I have brought another Pokemon instead of Muk? Anyways, right now I'm going to go out into Slowbro. I have no reason not to. It KOs the Pheromosa on the switch, and it KOs Garchomp as well. So, just Ice Beam, and I'm in wonderful shape. I'm going to Mega Evolve over here. Mega Evolution. Ice Beam. So, if I didn't bring Muk, I would have to bring something else, right? That could eat up Flash Cannon. That would likely have been... or Thunderbolt. That would have been Xurkitree, right? Or Tapu Koko. Now, the problem with that is that Tapu Koko and circuitry. I don't know, man. I don't know. Muk is cool. I got to use Muk. That's all I'm happy about. Okay, I'm just happy I got to use Muk. Again, even if I can switch into like Tapu Koko or circuitry, I don't see what they can do to put me in a good position, right? Because Magnezone is still walled, and I still walls both of them and their movesets. Whereas Muk is bulky and it can do stuff. Now, right now, I'm just gonna go for the. Wait, I can still lose if my opponent gets the speed boost. I can still lose if my opponent gets a speed boost. Whatever, I can't do anything. I think I lose the game. Never mind! Slowbro is way too bulky for that. Alright, we are in fantastic position. We are in absolute fantastic position. I think it would have been better if I just went out. No, if it was a Scarf Garchomp, Tapu Lele would have just got KO'd. So awesome. This game went great, really great. Muk really pulled through with the minimize. Again, this matchup, I feel like it was really not in my favor. Unless that minimize came through. And it did come through, so good for us. If that minimize did not come through, we would have lost. If I picked Tapu Koko or circuitry to take that flash cannon, I would have lost. Cortana, let me tell you something about Cortana. Cortana might resist Flash Cannon and Thunderbolt, but it is so frail, especially defensively. I'm pretty sure that thing would have ended up fainting anyway. And maybe that Magnezone has the Sturdy, in which case none of that even matters anymore, right? If I can switch into it, and even if I can go for a Sacred Sword. So, or maybe it would have, who knows, right? But again, Muk came through with the minimize. That's good for us, and I'm just gonna take it. I want to take it. I don't really use Muk often, to be completely honest. I typically just use Muk in bad matchups. Anyway, I'm going to look for. I want to pause this until we find an opponent because it might take a while. I'll see you guys. And we find our final battle for this episode after what? It was a long time. Alright, so I'm going to take an image of this, and to you guys it's probably just like a little second or whatever, but no, I'm telling you, it took so long to find this. Alright, so, this is a Trick Room team with the Trick Room setting Carbink. That's what I'm thinking, because that's what Carbink does, it uses Trick Room. I don't really have anything for that. Except, I really don't have anything for that. This is wow. This is really bad. I mean, it's not too bad. Who am I kidding? It is awful. I'm afraid of the Carbink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up Calm Minds. I don't know if that's a smart idea because that Araquanid. Okay, you know what? I'm going to withdraw this. I'm going to have Tapu Lele, Slowbro, and I'm going to have Muk. I'm going to have Muk because I feel like Muk can probably do something. So this is similar to the last battle, I think. Wow, I think we're gonna lose to this. I don't know. This looks scary. I wanted to start off with Cortana to destroy that monster. My opponent does not have any psychic resist, so that's nice. If only I was Specs, everything would be annihilated. That Vikavolt is a problem. Starts off with a Decidueye. He's probably gonna destroy me. That is fine. I want to have to go minimize again this game. Man, Carbink, the threat of Carbink, man. Like, I know Carbink sets up Trick Room, like, whatever. And Decidueye is going to survive this and destroy me, so I don't even know. Psychic does more damage than Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is basically there for Pokemon that Psychic can't hit, right? Because Psychic does 90 times 2.25 because of the stab boost and Psychic Terrain 2.25. That's basically 22 plus 180, which is basically around 200, right? And then Super Effective Shadow Ball does 160, so Psychic is the stronger move. Decidueye is too bulky though, it's not going to faint. And we're going to feint to Spirit Shackle. Not Spirit Shackle, but the move, the Z move. Yeah, this thing. Alternatively, I could have switched out into the Muk. Now that I think about it, why the heck didn't I switch out into the Muk? Well, I don't know why I didn't switch out into Muk. And Tapu Lele, bye-bye, you're gone. I don't know why I didn't switch out into Muk. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But it's fine because I have Muk right now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have Muk right now. And I'm going to set up all the minimizes. Here's the thing. The good thing about minimize competitively is if you're trying to use it, if you're really bulky to begin with, then you can abuse the crap out of it. Alright? If you're not the bulkiest Pokemon alive, like Clefable or Chansey or Muk, even Muk is not a great user of it because he doesn't have one turn recovery. That's what makes Clefable the best minimize user because it also has Unaware, so other Pokemon can't set up with it. Chansey has a problem of other Pokemon being able to set up on it, but again, really bulky and stuff along those lines. It's great. Marowak really scares me. Marowak really scares me. Marowak really scares me. Marowak really scares me. Payback is not going to kill Marowak. I need to get 2 in order to destroy him. I feel like going for another minimize. What are my options? Slowbro. I'm going to go for another minimize. If we're going to use minimize, you might as well go all the way with it. Right, guys? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't use Sword Stance. Boomerang. I am A-okay with that. And now I want to go for the curse. I'm not going to go for the third minimize. 2 minimize, I'm fine. I'm not going for a third. And next turn I'm going to go for the payback. I'm going to go for the payback next turn. Actually, do I need to? Yeah, I'm going to go for the payback. He should just go for Flare Blitz, in my opinion, but it's fine, to each their own. It's better if he goes for Boomerang for me, I think. Wait, actually, I don't know. What does more damage? Boomerang does 200 damage. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Boomerang does do the most damage. Never mind. I'm going to go for the payback. I should be able to tank the hit. He doesn't even land the hit. Yo, why is Minimize so... Oh my god. Why is Minimize so awesome? It's only awesome if you're the one using it and it's actually working. Again, on Pokemon like Muk. Actually, okay, not like Pokemon on Muk, because Muk is a... it doesn't have one turn recovery. Like, using Rest and giving your opponent 2 free turns is like... It's counterintuitive. Like, it's not counterintuitive. It counters using Minimize, because now they have that third turn they can probably land the hit, right? But anyhow, I will... Should I go for another Minimize? No, I need to attack this thing ASAP. Hopefully it doesn't... How do you land a Thunder on 2 Minimize? But I'm really bulky, so I should be okay. You see how bulky? That was a critical hit, ladies and gentlefish. That was a critical hit, and that did nothing. Nothing. You saw what that did. That did nothing. It didn't even do half. Oh my god, that did nothing. What's the first Pokemon my opponent has? Go for the payback again. How is my opponent landing Thunders? Well, I can't really figure that one out. But Slowbro is so bulky that Decidueye is not going to be able to destroy it. And as you guys saw, you know, Minimize, it has its luck-based stuff going for it. Even when you have less than 50%, like even when your opponent has a less than 50% chance, like a 40% chance of hitting you after 2 Minimizes, you guys saw Thunder just landed twice in a row. And Vikavolt does not have any special ability, only has Levitate. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the payback. And are we gonna have a Muk sweep in this game? U-turn missed. Awesome. Okay, this was a Muk sweep. Wow. That was not expected. Literally the first 2 games that I'm actually using Minimize with this Muk were these 2 games. I've used this team for like 10 times already on the cartridge, like before I was recording, and I only used Muk to use payback. I didn't use Minimize a single time until I started recording. So that was interesting. I was not expecting that. I was expecting more Cortana action, but hey, that's Pokemon for you, and you just saw Minimize putting in work with Muk. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please remember to click that like button down below. And if you didn't like it because you hate Minimize, feel free to destroy that thumbs down button, that dislike button. Let me know what you guys think. If you loved it, if you hated it, I really want to know everything. Down below in the comment section as well, and subscribe for more Battle Spot single action. I wonder how much points we have. We probably have like well over 1600, like 1660 or 70 or something. I'll post that on the top right under peak rating after I see what, or the next episode you'll probably see it, something along those lines. Anyway, subscribe for more. This was Groudon Empire. Peace out.